Thank you. Court calls case People versus Jade Latham. Lathan.
On behalf of the people.
Water Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Lathan. Ma'am, would you state your name for the record, please?
I'm not Ms. Lathan, I'm principal. I am J. Ruth Bay, card holder and principal of Jade Lathan.
Your Honor, I did attempt.
Mr. Overwater, while she's given that, is this the person that you know to be the individual named in the complaint? If not, we are going to have a problem, and I will have this person, since she got up here, taken into custody. We will do fingerprints and we will determine her identity by our standards. So we can do it one of two ways.
Judge, I don't question that she is physically the person that is alleged to have committed these offenses. What I do believe is that there is an issue as to competency.
For the record, I do not know this man, and I did send him a cease and desist to not represent me. However, thank you, Your Honor. I am the principal and card holder of Jade, Ruth, and Lathan, and beneficiary.
Very well. Mr. Overwater, you are on this case, so what do you wish?
Judge, I believe that at this point, the issue of competency needs to be raised. So I would ask for a competency evaluation, matter be set over for a competency hearing.
I'm not
Pursuant to
asking
the
for
statute.
anything, and that's coming from the horse's mouth.
I'll need an order.
I did turn in my statement of fact so that there's more than the police record on the record. I have not harmed anyone, and the cameras will reflect that if we are to go that far. But I would like to motion to settle.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I want to settle because I'm the card holder in X relation to the principal, and I do not want to be
I have
mistaken.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I yield.
Thank you. Forensic evaluation is ordered. I'll order a competency hearing. I'll set that competency hearing for
June 6th at 9 a.m.
June 6, 2024, 9 a.m.
2020.
At this time, bond will continue. Mr. Overwater, prepare the order, please.
I will do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. Court calls case People versus Amasio McIntyre.
Ellie Zenda on behalf of Chico.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Andrew Meyer. Masio McIntyre. Mr. McIntyre is custodian.
Masio McIntyre.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Your Honor, this is the time of meeting set for a probable cause conference.
At this time, we're requesting the court set this for the next available preliminary exam.
Preliminary exam. Yes.
People would like to address bond.
Okay. Is discovery complete?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would the people have their witnesses available on the 19th?
I believe so.
Preliminary examination will be set in person March 19th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before
Terry.
Judge Perry. As to bond.
Your Honor, at this time, people will be renewing their request for the $25,000 cash surety bond we originally requested. This wasn't addressed at arraignment, but we came to discover the defendant called the victim 16 times while in custody. Only 2 of those calls were before being arraigned. In the calls, he says things like, "You put me in jail for something I didn't do. You got me in here for assault, bro. Put money on my books. You can't
Mr.
take
Allen.
my crazy shit or I'm going down. You're gonna bond me out, bitch. Look where you put me. What motel you gonna put me in?" He also has previous history of out-of-state convictions for drug possession and trafficking, as well as a felonious assault and a misdemeanor assault. And at the time of this case, he had a MDOP from January 7th and mail use from January 9th. And then got this case. All 3 of those cases are with the same victim, and there's a continued pattern of abuse, and it's been escalating to what this case is physical violence. And at this point, we would be asking that he be remanded into custody and would be renewing our request for the original $25,000. Sorry, in the event if he were to bond out, if it were to change, we would also ask that testing be put in place as a condition of his bond.
These phone calls came up after he was arraigned,
That's correct.
all but 2 of them.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Meyer.
Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. McIntyre. He is at present time living in Ypsilanti with a work friend, and it is a stable residence that he can maintain going forward while these matters are pending. He's originally from Detroit. Unfortunately, Mr. McIntyre recently lost both of his jobs. He was working as a carpenter and also at a KFC restaurant here on Washington Avenue. He has his GED. He does have some mental health concerns, namely paranoid schizophrenia, and he is a CMH client who's receiving medication. Your Honor, he is here in court today, so I don't, sorry. Okay, thank you. He is here in court today. He's not currently on tether, so I don't think there's any concern regarding flight. With regards to the contact with the victim and victim safety, I think he understands that that's inappropriate and won't do it moving forward. And
Well, but I've got a victim in the cases now, at least what's being said to me has been threatened.
And I haven't had the benefit of hearing those phone calls, so I have no way to independently assess those. But he is in court today. He's asking for his exam. I don't think.
I understand that, but I also understand that according to the people, I've got specific threats against the victim in these phone calls. Anything else?
Your Honor, if I hate to put it this way, but if the victim had felt threatened, I would assume that she would have come forward to the police, and that hasn't done here. So there's really, other than these phone calls that I haven't heard, really no way to verify.
She would have come forward to the police.
Right. With and asked for further charges. And I don't, as far as I know, that hasn't occurred.
Okay. You really think that's going to happen?
I don't know.
Yeah. Need to get the phone calls over to Mr. Meyer.
We're sending the request right now, Your Honor.
Given the allegations that have been made, at this point, I'm going to revoke the defendant's bond. Defendant's going to be remanded. I'll set a motion, hearing. I'll set a bond hearing
I'm sorry.
for March 14th, 2024 at 3 p.m. So I'll hear it tomorrow I'll hear it at that time and determine whether or not he can be released. You'll get the phone calls. You can go through those with him. And then he'll get his exam before Judge Perry. Thank you.